So you want to create your first game, and one very important decision you have to make is what art style to use. Since this is your first game, you don't really know what art style your game should have, so you just take the one that you like the most or you think is the easiest. You might end up picking pixel art because it seems simpler than other art styles, but what you forget to realize is that you have to draw a lot of different sprites to make all the characters in your game. This can make you burn out and quit your project. Let's have a look at this. Here I have a drawing of an orc with a dagger and a staff. Here I have another orc with a dagger and a sword. Now there is a drawing of a ball human with a spear and heavy armor. Then we add another one, and at some point we have so many characters that seem different because of their looks, but actually share a lot of the same features. So what is actually done to make these characters? Let's take a look at these three cartoony heads. These all look like perfectly normal heads. Does the head on the left look like an emo Mike Wazowski? Yes. But because of the art style, it doesn't really feel odd. The art style kind of excuses the weirdness of the characters. So what can we do with the three heads we just saw? We can split them up with three heads and three faces. And what happens when we take these three heads and swap around their faces? Well, they look like this. None of the 9 heads seem weird because we are in a cartoony setting. Sure, some of these look worse than others, but that's not the point. They need to fit the setting and seem believable, which in honesty, everything does in silly cartoons. So why does this work sometimes and other times it just doesn't? Well, if you look at a game like Elden Ring, you also have the ability to customize your character. Here you can create your character to fit the world and seem like the character actually comes from this world. But you can also make the character as weird as possible. And when you see players create these weird looking characters, something seems off. Sure, it's fun to look at and makes some hilarious moments in cutscenes, but just something feels off. The thing with cartoony games is that even if characters seem off, the craziness of the world inside of cartoons makes up for it. Sure, there are cartoony games that are very polished, but that is not what you want to go for when you're creating your first game. What you need to do is to make a game and publish it, so you know how it feels to publish a game, and learn from your mistakes. And that's why I believe you should make your first game with a cartoony style. I'm not saying you can't use pixel art or that you have to use this art style. What I'm saying is that making a cartoony game can spur creativity and is also fun, which I believe is the biggest drive in games. One thing my friend did when we developed our game Darko's Auction in Godot is that he made a sprite generator that put together a variety of weapons and body parts to generate sprites. You also saw these sprites at the start of the video. He made this script that automated everything and thought it might be useful for others as well. So if you guys want something like this, let us know and we will probably add it to the asset store. And that's it. Thanks for watching.